My wife has told me that I'm paying way too much money for AI workflow automation tools, and if I don't cut the bill by the end of this video, I can't eat next week. That might not be a bad thing, actually. Stick around, I'll tell you why. Anyway, let's rewind. It is my dream to automate almost every aspect of my life, and I have been forking out of my own pocket to pay for various different tools to do so. AI is making this possible for me. Again, that's why I started this channel, because I'm passionate about using AI and automating virtually every aspect of my life. Now, I'm doing this already with exercise. I get told what piece of exercise to do each day by an app that I use. I'd also love to have an app that would tell me what food to eat. Unfortunately, I'm failing miserably at that point right now. Well, hey, soon AGI is going to do all of that for us, right? But until then, here's what I'm doing to automate all the things. Let me start by saying AI automation is incredible. Probably the most popular AI automation platform is Zapier, and you can use it to connect things together. If it's online, you can probably glue it together using Zapier. For instance, if I make a new post online of great quality content, I can have that shared to Facebook. Make.com does a similar thing too, and I've been using it quite a lot, probably excessively, to create things such as a daily automated podcast. In this video, however, I'm going to be using N8N. I've done a comprehensive search, and N8N, in my opinion, is the best tool for automating now and in the future, and here's why I think that. First of all, there's a huge community building templates to help you automate things, and also integrations that will work with virtually anything from YouTube to X to Telegram to Discord and more. It also has incredible AI choices, so I can use any flavor of AI, whether that's OpenAI's ChatGPT or Anthropic's Claude, or even my own homemade solution. It'll usually work with N8N. It's also easy to build AI agents, and I think we all know and feel that AI agents are the future to automate aspects of our life and business. I'll get into more of that in a future video, and if you'd like to see more N8N tutorials, throw a like right now and leave a comment down below to let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Oh, and finally, it's source available. So unlike things like Zapier and Make, which are for-profit closed source programs, source available actually lets you see the code and even install it for free on your machine. So that's going to be a great cost-saving exercise for me. Now, that's different to open source, where you can change and share the code in any way you like. Open source is more liberal with the ability to make money, for instance, whereas source available means you can use this as you wish, but please don't profit or sell it on. N8N has amazing cloud plans and also a free trial, which I'll link down below so you can go and try it out for yourself. So there you go. Because N8N is source available, you can install it on your own computer, or even better, a server that you spin up in the cloud. Now, don't be concerned if you just want to run with the cloud version. That's going to be easy, no code involved. But if you want to run this on a server in the cloud, keep on watching and I'll show you how to get set up and automate the first thing in your life. As a content creator, I suffer from a problem. I create a lot of content, but then I struggle to share it far and wide on social media. I know I could be doing more. So what if a tool like N8N could automate that for me? In this video, I'm going to create an automation that takes each new YouTube video I make, writes a post about it with AI, and shares it via X, or Twitter, for those of us that remember. Let's dive in. To start with, I'm going to use Akamai, formerly known as Linode, to create my own server that will make N8N constantly available to me at a web address. If you'd like to use Akamai, formerly Linode, use a link down below. I get a little bit of commission and it really helps the channel. Okay, I'm going to create a Linode right now, and for distribution, I will select from Ubuntu, then the region closest to me, so I'm going to find London right here, and then I'll go ahead and choose a shared CPU with a $5 monthly fee for the Nanode 1 GB. So I'm already cutting my bills in more than half, which is great. Maybe I will eat next week. Now we'll move on and give a name to this Linode and also a password. Then click Create. Okay, once the Linode is running, copy the SSH access and then go into your terminal on Mac, PowerShell on Windows, or the command line in Linux. Now that I'm logged in, I'm going to follow the easy instructions on the N8N website, which I'll link down below. And by the way, this is the Docker Compose method. I found it to be the easiest and most intuitive. Before we start with step one, let's just update this server by doing apt update and also apt upgrade. So let's start off with step one, installing Docker. You just copy the commands here and paste them into your command line. Next, we'll skip over the optional step 2 as we are working as a root user. For step 3, we'll install Docker Compose with this one command. Next up, I've logged into my domain name registrar, this being Cloudflare, so I can update a DNS record, which will essentially point a web address towards N8N. Type A with the name N8N and the IP address of my server. Proxy status should be off, and then click Save. With that sorted out, I'll do step 5, creating a Docker Compose YAML file using Nano, and then I'm going to copy and paste everything suggested here into that Docker Compose file. With that done, I'll hit Ctrl X and say yes to save it. I'll then also create a .env file, again using Nano, copy, paste, and I just need to change my domain name from example.com to the domain that I'll be using to host N8N. It's also worth to update your location here and also enter a valid email for the SSL certificate that will keep your website secure. With that now done, we'll follow step 7, which is to create some data folders, again copying and pasting. And finally, we'll use step 8, which is to start Docker Compose by copying this command and pasting. Okay, it looks like it's running. With any luck, I should be able to go to that web address. And boom, N8N is now hosted on a server that I own for just $5 a month. I can start automating. I just need to set up an owner account and click Next. If you like what you've seen so far, throw a like, also subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see a future N8N tutorial, let me know what it could be and how I can help you automate by posting down below in the comments. So when we access N8N for the first time, we're thrown straight into creating our first workflow. I'm going to give it a name, post new YouTube videos to X, and add in the first step. So it's asking me what triggers the workflow. Well, I want it to run on a schedule. We'll go to minutes and select for this workflow to run every 30 minutes. That should be enough for my YouTube channel. For the next step, we'll hit the plus button here, search YouTube, select it, and look at the actions. I'm going to scroll down and go for Get Many Videos. Now, to start with in this step, we'll create a new credential. Okay, for the credentials, I'll need to copy this URL and head over to Google to create my credentials. First of all, enabling YouTube as a service. This is the area where I paste in that URL from N8N and click Create. Paste it into my N8N account and click Sign in with Google. With the account connected, I can then go in and set this up. I'll then go into filters and add 2 important things. The first one is the channel ID, so it only pulls in videos from my channel. And you can find your channel ID at youtube.com/account_advanced. Copy that channel ID and paste it in. And for the second option, I'm going to add in published after. And for this, it'll be an expression with this line here to find everything posted in the last 30 minutes. So essentially, every 30 minutes when this automation runs, it checks for any new videos in that time frame. Now, if I go ahead and test the step, you'll see that no output data was returned because I didn't publish anything in the last 30 minutes. So to check this works, I'm going to expand the time range to the last 3,000 minutes and test the step again. And there we go. In the output, we've got one video, and that is indeed my latest video with all the details ready to pass on to the next step in my automation. So for the next step, I'll click the plus button and I'll type in OpenAI, and I'm going to use ChatGPT to message a model right here. Again, you'll need to create a credential right here, and when you do that, it'll ask for an API key from your OpenAI account. So inside my OpenAI account, I'll create a new secret key. I'll call it N8N YouTube, and then I'm going to copy and paste this into N8N. Okay, connection tested successfully, it is working. So next in this particular step, I'll choose a model, and I can choose from all kinds of models, but actually the cheapest and easiest one to use is GPT 3.5 Turbo. Now in the text area here, it's really easy, you just type in as if you're talking to ChatGPT. Now I've written so far, write an engaging post about my latest YouTube video for X (Twitter) of no more than 140 characters in length, link to the video at YouTube, and then I need the video ID, which is presented to me over here in the left-hand column. So I'll drag and drop that in there, make sure that's all tidy, delete the space there, and you'll see that it's pulling in the YouTube URL. I'll then go on to say, use this title and description, and then again, I just drag the title into this prompt, and I also go ahead and add in the description as well. And there you go, that's as simple as that. It's all done. I simply dragged and dropped anything I needed from my YouTube video into this text prompt. I can even expand it so you can see the full prompt in detail. Feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot at this stage. And this is what I'll pass on finally to X so I can get my tweet or X post out there. Before going on to the final step with X, let's just test this step to see what it does. And there you go, the result couldn't be better. Uncover AI secrets for amazing audio in my latest video. Learn how to use tools like Udio, 11 Labs, Playphrase, and Pika, plus enter to win $1,000 gear giveaway. Watch now. And it's even put some hashtags. Better than I could do. Automating my life with N8N. I love it. Now, as the final step, we want to get this out on X, so I'll click plus one more time and I'll search for X, and there it is, X, formerly Twitter, and we want to create tweet. Again, creating new credentials. So I've created a little app in the Twitter/X developer portal. Click Save. Okay, I've entered the details. Let's connect the account. And then I want to do resource, tweet, create. And for the text, I'll simply drag and drop the content from over here that was generated by ChatGPT. And there it is, ready to go. Now I can click test the step just to check that it will post to my X account. And there you go. Very quickly, it has given me a result to say that it has been posted. And if indeed I head to X, I can see there it is, right there. The generated promotion for my YouTube video is up there and available on X. How cool is that? And once I've saved it, I'll also tick inactive to make it active, and it tells me that the workflow has been activated. It's going to run every 30 minutes, searching for a new video on my channel. When it finds one, it will promote it for me instantly on X. That's now sitting there in N8N on my server running continuously 24/7, which is pretty cool. By the way, if you want to get the template and save yourself a ton of time, go and click the link down below. I'll post you a link to the template so you don't have to copy and paste all the code that I was showing you in this video. And if you'd like me to automate something for you next, whether it's something with your life or social media, let me know in the comments down below. I've saved myself a ton of money and hopefully now I'll be able to eat next week. I think I did it. Finally, you should go and watch this video on your screen next because it's all about how I use AI and audio to make amazing sounding things. Plus, inside that video, if you watch it quickly, there is a chance to win over $1,000 worth of content creation gear. So go and watch that video next and enjoy creating and automating with N8N.